Jacob Stoker, and I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm in 8th grade, and I like to spend my time playing sports and stuff. I like to play baseball and basketball.
My name is Kelly Stoker. I also live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm Jacob's mom. Before learning RX, what was hard for Jacob is reading, particularly reading. But because he had so much trouble reading, that carried over into basically all the other subjects in school, math, with word problems, history and science. So the reading it just trickled over into every subject.
I couldn't comprehend very well, and I couldn't picture what I read. And then that would go into it was hard to write essays and stuff, and to read stuff in social studies and science and reading class, obviously. That made me feel like I was frustrated because all the other kids could read. They had they enjoyed it. I felt like I didn't want to read because I didn't like it at all, and that made me frustrated.
They did the testing in the beginning. Also, I think she went by what I was telling her, what we were looking for and the struggles that he was having. So with all of that picture that she had, she kind of came up with the program based on that. He was also in the RTI program at school. And when they put him in at the beginning of the school year, he was at a 3rd grade reading level at the beginning of 8th grade. They kept testing him at school because he was in the RTI program. And within about 6 months, he went from 3rd grade to 8th grade reading level, which the teachers were amazed. The teacher said, I don't know if I've ever seen a growth like that in such a short time. With the reading problem, I think an important thing to mention too is that one of the underlying causes of that was he struggled to focus. So we had tried a lot of different things. I mean, I tried to, when he was younger, keep him moving while he was reading, thinking maybe he could focus better with that. As he got older, I also was constantly trying to find books. Maybe he's just not interested in these books. Maybe I need to find more interesting books, and just trying different subjects that I thought he might be interested in reading just for pleasure, to read for pleasure. And nothing really worked. And not only did he not like reading, when he did read, he could not remember. So if I asked him questions about it, or if he had to take a test or anything, he just could not comprehend. After we had tried the different reading strategies, I'm not really big on medicating, but we had tried everything, and it was kind of my last resort. And so we had tried medicine for ADHD type medicine. And actually we did see an improvement with that for a season. It got to a point where it seemed to me like the pros did not outweigh the cons of it, with all the side effects that comes along with medication. He was older at that point, and he said, I don't want to take this anymore. So we stopped the medicine. And I had a few friends that had been through the Learning RX program. And so I thought, all right, we're going to go for the testing and for just the beginning, and we'll see how it goes. And pretty early on, I know Jacob for sure could tell a difference. I think one of the first things that he mentioned to me that he noticed was he loves to play sports. And he even had trouble in some of his sports focusing on different areas of the game at once, particularly baseball. And he said, I feel like I can focus on multiple aspects of who's on what base and what runner's doing and what the pitcher, he's like, I feel like I've never been able to do that before. And I feel like I can focus and keep track of that better.
It was easier to I would get a ground ball in baseball, and I would know where to go with it. I would be able to get it and throw it. I would have to think about where I'm going. So after learning RX, I was able to focus on that.
I was encouraged, but I thought, well, I really want this to help with school. But shortly after that, he finished a book. This was maybe a month or two later. He finished a book, and he could actually tell me what the book was about. So that was a big milestone, in my opinion. Finishing a book and being able to tell me and understand what it was about was a big change.
It was way easier to comprehend. It was way easier to picture it in my brain. It was way easier to read, and I almost enjoyed reading one time, because after I finished my first book, it was really good. It was called Hatchet by Gary Paulson. I think I've read a couple baseball books and a few basketball books. When like people are talking to me, I'm able to like look them in the eye, like, because I feel like when I like before LearnRx, I was kind of like when they were talking to me, I was like all over the place. LearnRx helped with like me being able to look them straight in the eye when I have a conversation with them.
The fact that he can read and comprehend is a big deal. So my hope is that he'll continue to practice and get stronger in reading. I keep telling him the more you practice, the better you're going to get. And now that you can comprehend it, it'll be easier to practice. You know, once he gets to high school and college, there's a lot more reading in that time of life than there is in elementary school and even middle school. So my hope is that he'll continue to get good grades. And, you know, if he wants to go to college, he'll feel like he can. It's not a traditional tutoring where I think makes a big difference because of what it does for your brain as far as helping you focus. And the exercises are not just what a traditional tutoring facility would offer. It's very different, but it works. It is a big sacrifice, but in my opinion, it's well worth it. LearningRx is amazing. It works. And we can't say enough good things about it.
LearningRx is a great, outstanding place that will help a lot of kids that have issues and struggles.